It's been a while, but I'm right on time for B1 News.
I'm Chandrella Freeman, here with my co-host, Gerald Jackson. And this is B1 News.
As most of you have heard by now, another ticking white time bomb has exploded. This time in Buffalo, New York. This white supremacist serpent goes by the name of Peyton Gendron, a demon that was on the radar of law enforcement well before the mass murder he drove hours to go commit.
You would think they'd be all over someone who was in their custody a year ago, but he isn't black. So we wouldn't lie to you and tell you that the thought may have ever crossed their minds. This 2021 incident occurred when Peyton Gendron threatened to do a school shooting targeted at Susquehanna Valley Central High, in Broome County, New York.
The murderer was reported when he made statements indicating that he wanted to do a shooting, either at a graduation ceremony or sometime after. The New York State Troopers were called in that incident, and they took him into custody under the state's mental health law for evaluation.
Clearly whoever the New York State Troopers, and whoever evaluated him, failed the victims of his Buffalo, New York attack, because he was able to pull off the shooting that he desired. Gerald?
That's right, Shan. This white supremacist demon was able to travel hundreds of miles with a high-powered rifle in order to go and kill 10 black people without so much as a house call to see what he was up to. And reports say that he planned to kill more black people after the massacre he committed at the Tops Friendly Market.
My heart goes out to the victims, one of which was the mother of former Buffalo Fire Commissioner, Garnell Whitfield. It's just so sad, and the question I have is, when will enough be enough, Gerald?
Enough will be enough when they know that every attempted mass murder results in them being outgunned because every other black man and woman owns at least one power tool. I got one on me right now, because you never know when you have to put in some work. Shout out to our Brotha Professor Black Truth. Power tools are a must. Make them a required item for protection and keep them out of reach of your children. Shan?
I was thinking about getting one. Now I'm getting one because my husband and Brothas like you aren't always around. But also, I need to be prepared because you never know when the next ticking white time bomb will go off because law enforcement chose to overlook all the warning signs. Anyone making threats like that should be on a watch list for at least 50 years and should be banned from using computers during that time, and make them check in just like someone on parole. It doesn't matter if they say it online or out of their mouth, they need to be watched, and they will make other dumb-ass serpents think twice about doing something like this.
If we can afford a new game console or an expensive purse, we can have power tools on deck to make sure they don't make it out in one piece after coming at us. He came at all of us when he went to Buffalo. I saw Ben Crump out there also, which he never seems to be too far behind a paycheck, but aside from him, I want to say this. To the foolish black Americans among us, Haitians, Jamaicans, black LGBT, the black congregation, and anyone else this white supremacist demon would have taken aim at because of what you look like, stop playing around with these people thinking the FBI black media is just making things up. You treat them as if they're not so bad. And next thing you know, they're showing you they're actually worse than you thought. I wouldn't wish this on the victims, but listen to my question carefully, because I'm curious about something. Did the former Buffalo Fire Commissioner attempt to use his pull to try and get something done on our behalf? His lane was fires, and I get that, but that doesn't mean he didn't have pull. That doesn't mean he lacks any pull now, which should be heavier than ever with his mother being a victim of it. But will he be on what we're on, demanding protections for black people and reparations for those of us who are FBA? Just because you have a job in one area doesn't mean you lose sight of what the goal is. No one else does that, and we have a right to be safe just like everybody else. This applies to all these so-called black leaders licking the butter biscuit residue out of their masses' hand, especially the fake black caucus. They act like their family members are immune to white supremacy. Peyton wouldn't have stopped if he saw James Clyburn's family members, Candace Owens, Patrisse Cullors, or anyone else that stands in the way of our progression. Y'all better stop playing games, and every black person needs to consider being a registered gun owner if you can carry. Even if you can't, There are other options out there to at least mess someone up at a distance. So stop playing games. If they fear us having more power tools than a damn hardware store and we actually show them that we do, they won't have a choice but to back up or meet the devil that made them. Shem? Have anything you'd like to add?
Actually I do. The Black Church lost multiple members in this shooting, so I hope they don't come out shouting forgiveness to get some attention and new members to their church. That's all I have to add. We've forgiven evil enough. Stop making them think it's okay to attack us and we will have a hug and forgiveness for them. Period. This has been B1 News. I'm Chandrella Freeman, along with my co-host Gerald Jackson. Good day Black America.
Did you agree with this video? Comment down below. This has been Brotha with Black Educational Entertainment. Take care.